Good morning, friends. Today's story is Clack Moo, Cows That Type by Doreen Cronin and pictures by Betsy Lewin. Okay, so open your eyes and turn on your ears, and here we go. Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. At first, he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Then he couldn't believe his eyes. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. He typed him a note. It was bad enough the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets. No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. They left a note on the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. Look at his angry shadow. No milk today, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. Closed. No milk, no eggs. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard them. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Cows that type, hens on strike? Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. There's the duck carrying the note to the cows. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave him outside the barn door, and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. Look at them all cozy with their blankets. The next morning, he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Clickety, clack, quack. And there they are with their diving board. And that's the end of Click Clack Moo Cows That Type by Doreen Cronin, pictures by Betsy Lewin. And now we're going to do some art. Okay, so for today's art, we're going to make a cow. And to make the cow, we're going to use a footprint. And so I'm going to use my daughter Pravi's foot, and then we'll paint it. We need brown paint and pink paint. And let me show you what we're going to do. Okay. So I'm going to have to come around over here. Okay, and we're only going to do 1 foot. And I'm going to paint part of it brown. Good, she's not super ticklish.
Now that you say that, I'm like thinking about being ticklish.
So the upper part, so the toes and the top part of the foot is brown. And then, oh, can you hand me the, thank you. And then the bottom part of the foot is going to be pink, the heel.
That feels nice.
Okay. Now, what I want her to do is to stand up very carefully. Okay, now sit down. And we'll lift it up. And hang on, I'll get your washcloth to wash your foot. But here is the top of the cow. So this will be the cow's head, and this is the cow's chin. But I need one more thing from her before I let her wash her foot. Is I need your thumb and the brown paint. And I need you to make the thumb right here. A thumbprint and a thumbprint right here. And that's the cow's ears. Okay, let me get you a washcloth. Wash her.
Yep.
And so what we'll do is we're gonna let this dry for a little bit, and then we'll come back to it because I'll show you how to add the details to make it look even more like a cow. But basically, that's the beginning. So top of the foot, the toes, a thumb for the ears, and then you paint the heel pink. Okay, thanks for watching. Probably thank you. Okay, so now for science. And science is kind of like art today, but I'll show you what I mean. So you're gonna need paper towel, some rubber bands, and a spray bottle. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the paper towel, spray bottle, rubber bands, and markers to do tie-dye. So I'm going to fold my paper towel like a fan. So let me show you again. I just folded it in half, and then I folded it, and folded it, and folded it. And this one, we're going to try to knot it this way. So one rubber band there, and one rubber band here. And then this one, I'm gonna just fold it this way, and this way, and this way. And I'm gonna use a rubber band here, and here. And here. So this will be paper towel tie-dye. Okay. So let me get my markers out. I love green. So I'm going to color my paper towel green. Both sides. I'm going to do what's called a pattern. So green on the end. And let's do pink. And pink in the middle. So I have 1, 2, 3 rubber bands, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sections that I'm coloring. Oops, I forgot this side. Silly. Okay. Let's try. Okay. Okay. So then we're going to spray it with water. Both sides. And we're going to let that one sit a minute. And I'm going to color this one. And this is a pretty color, like a bluish green. This one I'm only using 2 rubber bands, but I folded it in half. We'll see what it looks like. That's a fun part of science, and art for that matter. 'Cause I don't know what it's gonna look like when it's all done. Purple. And we'll do pink. And then same thing, coloring both sides with the markers. I'm gonna spray it. Okay, now let's see. So here's the first one, so I'm gonna take off 1 rubber band. Need to be careful, it's wet. I don't want to tear it. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's beautiful. So that's that, whoops. That's that paper towel tie-dye. I think it's very pretty. I'll put it right there. And then let's see what this, okay, so our footprint cow. So what I did is after it was dried, I traced my daughter's foot and then I cut out the footprint. And so then now you could probably see better. So there's the top of the cow's head. There's his 2 ears, remember that we use thumbs for. And then her heel, I painted pink for it to be the bottom of the cow. And now you add the details and it'll look even more like a cow. I'm gonna use googly eyes. There's 1, 2 googly eyes, and then I'm going to make his nose, and cows have nostrils just like we do, 1, 2, so I'm going to make 2 nostrils. I'm just using an oval shape. So 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, and then a footprint cow. Moo. And that's our art for today. Thank you so much for watching. Have fun with it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.